92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, sometimes we do second date updates that are more than just one date. Like the guy who's on the phone right now to do a second date update, he actually hung out with the woman that he wants to call the entire weekend.
Whoa, that's a long time.
Now he's not getting a call back. I think it's probably because he was a weekend lover. That's what happens. Sometimes people take weekend lovers. And maybe, Sam, maybe you were a weekend lover. You ever think about that?
Well, I don't think so. We never did much like actual loving, but
Maybe
we had fun.
Mama just wanted a tasty morsel of meat for the weekend, and that meat was named Sam.
What are you
Whoa.
talking about?
We just wanted some iron candy for her son's baseball game or something. I don't know, but
Wait,
I
what?
don't think that's what was happening.
Your weekend lover experience involved her son?
Yeah, she's a single mom, but she's really, really pretty, and she's super fun. She's got great personality, too. I was really pleasantly surprised.
Okay. How did you meet this single mommy?
We met online.
Weekendlovers.com?
Weekendlovers.com.
Why do you say lover so weird?
You really need to start that.
Kind of the way you have to say it.
I
All right.
like it.
So you
Hang
met.
out for a weekend and then don't call me back, ghostme.com. Yeah,
All right.
that's great.
Oh.
So wait, the first time you guys hung out, you met her son, and that didn't alarm you at all?
Oh, no. We didn't. It wasn't the first time we hung out. The first time we did it actually kind of like the classic way. We went for drinks, and we had a lot of fun, but she had to leave early because she said, she had to go take care of her kid, and I was, it made total sense. But we had a lot of fun, so because we hadn't really spent a huge amount of time together that first night, I said, well, hey, why don't we go out to dinner tomorrow night, which was Saturday.
Okay.
So she said, okay, sure. And things went even better the second time, It was great. We were laughing. We were telling each other jokes, getting to know each other better. And the next day she says, well, hey, my son has a Little League baseball game. So I was like, cool. And she said, why don't you come? And I said, I'd love to. So
You're like, boring. I only watch professional sports. Kids don't know how to play very well.
Dude, Little League baseball is more interesting than real baseball because, they whiff the ball and they don't know what they're doing. That's funny.
Okay, so
Real baseball is just like they spit and they scratch themselves. I can't stand it.
yeah, I love it. So you actually went along to watch your son's baseball game. I don't know, it feels like a big commitment to me.
Well, yeah, but I was feeling it. So I said, you know what? Cast your fate to the wind. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
Could be fun.
And what was that like? Was it what you expected it to be?
Well, pretty much, yeah. Nobody really, it's a Little League baseball game. So, I spent some time talking to the other parents. We watched the game a little bit. But after the game, I was trying to score some brownie points with her kids, so I took them aside and I bought them a hot dog and an ice cream cone. And I said, well, don't tell your mom because, she's probably going to get mad that you had the sweets, et cetera, et cetera.
Wait, hold up. You went ahead and bought her son something that you told him to keep as a secret? Like, that's kind of creepy.
It's like, here's some candy.
Yeah.
It's not creepy. It's man time, like man to man.
That sounds creepier when you say that.
It's man boy
I've heard
time.
that before. And trust me, nothing good came of that.
Well, I'm just saying, that's my first red flag, is that you're buying her son ice cream without asking her.
Well, he wanted it, and I was...
Again, you're just making yourself sound terrible, Sam.
Not doing myself any favors right now. am I?
No, you're not. Anyway,
Oh,
you got the kid some ice cream, and did his mom give explicit details not to give him any ice cream?
No, she hadn't said not to, but she hadn't said it was okay either. I didn't even ask.
Okay. You're just trying to be that cool guy like, hey, dude, here's some ice cream. Don't tell your mommy. I'm the man.
Yeah.
By the way, own a leather jacket and a car. And I want your mommy to like me. High five. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, but stretch that out over like 10 minutes, and that's basically that.
All right.
Okay.
So how did the T-ball game end?
It ended fine. We just talked a little bit, and she said she had to get him home, and I said okay, and, then she took off, and then I took off. But then I tried to call her that evening, tell her I had fun and see if we could make plans to hang out again, and she didn't pick up. So I left her a voicemail, and she didn't answer, and then a day or two went by, and I texted her, and she still didn't answer. She's just like, as soon as she left the game, that's the last I've heard of her.
Whoa.
And I've been pouring it over my head, and I'm thinking, and I'll bet you any amount of money that little probably told on me and ratted me out.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, said I bought him ice cream, and she probably flipped out and got mad that I'd gotten. It was just a little bit. It was one scoop.
But it's not the ice cream. It's the going behind her back thing because you don't know her parenting style. You don't know what rules she has set up.
Yeah.
There's 8,000 different reasons why that's not a good idea.
None of them are good, though. It's just an ice cream cone. If you're that kind of like, hyper parent, it's like, come on, loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and see if that bastard ratted you out. And your second date update right after this, okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
And welcome back to Brooke and Jubal Field and your second date update. Up to bat right now is Sam. And Sam's in quite the pickle. He went out with Brenda and spent the entire weekend hanging out with her, some dinner and some drinks, and then concluded his weekend with a wonderful day at the ballpark watching her son play in a Little League game. But now Sam isn't getting a call back. Will he be 0 for 1 in career second date updates? We'll find out in just a moment. But first, let's talk to Sam and see if he's ready to make the call. Sam, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's like, actually, I'm asleep listening to your baseball announcer voice, but
Like most people are when they watch
yeah.
baseball. Sam, we're going to give her a call and find out why she's not calling you back after what you thought was a wonderful weekend. Any other thoughts before we get started?
I'm just confused as to why she wouldn't call me back because, we spent 3 straight days together, so.
Well, I'll dial her phone number right now then and see if we can figure out what happened, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Brenda, please?
this is she.
Hey, Brenda, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay, I'm fine. Who is this again?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, obviously,
Yeah.
long-time listener. Appreciate that, Brenda.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Any idea why a radio show would be calling you?
I don't know. Did I win something?
No, you didn't. You actually went out on a date with one of our listeners, and now you're not calling him back, and he's wondering what happened. His name is Sam.
Right.
Right. And
Right.
Sam told us that you guys spent like a whole weekend together, but now you won't call him back.
Well, I don't think I would call it a whole weekend. I mean, it wasn't like we were together every waking moment.
That's a good point.
But
Okay.
still.
He said you did dinner, you did drinks.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it was a fun time for you.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, it started off all right, but I don't know.
Started off all right. That's usually how people like dates recapped. Did you just not enjoy hanging out with him?
I mean, I was kind of into him the first night. He was nice. I mean, nice enough for me to try again for dinner.
Nice enough.
Nice enough.
Yeah.
You're just showering this dude with compliments.
I thought for sure you would have been like head over heels for this guy since you invited him to your son's t-ball game. Because that's a big leap.
Yeah.
How do you know he went to my kid's game?
He told us all about it.
Oh, he did. He told you everything?
Yeah, he said that you guys went out on a Friday night, had some drinks, then dinner on Saturday, and then your son's baseball game on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he's confused because he thought you had a wonderful time each of those days.
Well, something changed Sunday at the baseball game.
Changed?
Yeah, I mean, we're at the Little League game, having a nice time, and suddenly he kind of starts, like, talking trash about these little kids' sports skills.
He's ripping on the kids. I mean, it's understandable. Little League play is terrible.
They're children!
Yeah, I know.
They're
And
little kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 5 years old.
and it's time to step it up and play like an 8-year-old. That's what I say.
Whatever.
But so
It's
he
like-
was ripping on the kids the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, he's, like, cracking jokes about them kind of loudly, and, like, other parents are starting to kind of give weird glances. And then at one point, he, like, turns to me and says, in all seriousness, he says, looks like your son could use some throwing lessons.
What?
Don't worry about it. I'll teach him how to not throw like a girl.
Oh, there is so much wrong with that statement on so many levels.
Was he serious about that, or was it a really bad joke?
He seemed totally serious about it to me. Like, I mean, he made a point about it 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
Yes.
What was your response? I mean, did you say anything back to him? I mean, my mom would have been like, yeah, you're right, the kid sucks. But, like, did you say, don't talk about my kid that way?
No, I didn't say a thing. I mean, I'm not going to honor that with a response. But I was fuming.
Okay, understandable. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want some jerk like that around me or my kids.
okay.
Totally.
Well, unfortunately, he's kind of around you right now because he's actually on the other line listening to this phone call and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep. Sam, you there?
Hi, Brenda.
Hello?
I guess we should probably have a little chat then, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
First of all,
I don't know.
I just
I don't
want
know
to
what else there is to say right now, Sam, except, maybe you'd like to apologize?
let's just hang on, let me finish, all right? I just want to say, for the record, I was trying to help, all right? I didn't mean anything malicious. I wasn't trying to be nasty. I'm just calling it like it was. I like sports. I kind of get into sports. I wasn't being vicious or nasty. I mean, I didn't get drunk or throw my beer. You make it sound like I was some sort of Yeti out there in the stands, but I wasn't. Not to my estimation, anyway. And yeah, I was trying to find a way to honestly kind of bond with your kid, and I thought maybe if we could play some baseball. I mean, because I know you've got your son, and your son's your top priority. So if I want to be with you, I have to get along with your son as well. That's a part of who you are. So I was trying to help. I was honestly, I wasn't going to lie to you or sugarcoat anything. I'm just saying it like it was.
You're not going to bond with a 5-year-old kid by telling his mother that he sucks. I'm sorry.
I know it's just going to sound weird, but I didn't mean that in a bad way.
You didn't mean it in a bad
I can't
way.
believe you were actually critiquing a 5-year-old's performance. Like, you should just be happy if they make it to first base instead of third base.
Yes.
Look, if you start now, you might actually have like a Cal Ripken on your hands, if you could have started early.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Stop.
You would totally be one of those dads when you have kids, won't you?
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't see any problem with wanting your kids to be the best that they can be. And Brenda, honestly, that's all I want for your son is just, I don't want him to suck as bad as he did that day.
Oh, my God.
And I mean that with all due
Joey,
respect.
with all due respect, that is so rude.
Well, if you're going to take it rude, it's going to be rude. You could just, laugh it off.
God, you honestly have no idea about what you're saying, do you?
I have every idea what I'm saying. I was offering to help him be better. If you didn't want me to help you, you could have just said thanks, but no thanks. You didn't have to ghost me on the phone like this.
Oh, I don't even know what to say to that. There's nothing wrong with my son's athletic ability. There's something mentally wrong with you criticizing 5-year-old kids.
Yes.
Look, again, for the record, it's not that there's anything wrong, quote unquote, with your kid's athletic ability. I just said he could be better.
Well,
Dude, just stop
in that case,
already.
Brenda, would you like to go on a second date with Sam? I know he'd like to see you again. We'll pay for it.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to go on a second date with some guy who's going to criticize my son's spelling test.
Well, if he's not a good speller, I was a great speller growing up. I could coach him a little bit.
See, Brenda, Sam could coach your kid in all the ways of being a man.
Best dad ever.
He
Yeah.
is the worst.
Super dad. Are you sure you don't want to go out with him?
Yeah, I'm positive on this one,
Yeah,
guys.
smart. Very smart.
That's extremely disappointing.
I guess we did find out that Sam is 0 for 1 in the date department. Just shows Sam that every time he criticizes a 5-year-old's throwing skills, he definitely doesn't get a date. Maybe next time he'll try to not do that. What do you think, Sam?
Well, at least he didn't rat me out about the ice cream, so that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Sam!
Ice cream? What ice cream?
Don't worry about it, Brenda. Thanks for your time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I don't really support the guy ripping on the kid's baseball skills, but the kid probably did suck. Let's give him that. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. That second date update you just heard was obviously taped while Brooke was still here. She's out on maternity leave, and Jackie is filling in. But this dude named Sam wanted to call a woman named Brenda. He was confused why she wasn't calling back after they spent like the whole weekend together, even went to her kid's Little League game. And Brenda wasn't calling him back because during the game, he just ripped on the kid the whole time. I was like, I can teach him how to throw like a boy if you want to.
Yeah, that's sort of a turnoff, I mean, on a date, if he's already kind of being a bully, why would you go on another date with a bully?
A bully and then stepping in as a father figure, like, I'll take care of this.
He won't
Teach
be
the kid how to
overbearing
throw.
at all.
We're only going to raise champions together, you and I, Brenda. So at the end of everything, she yelled at him and told him never to call her again. And he still didn't get it. He's still like, what? I was just trying to help. Kid sucks.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
He should just be a little league coach and get all his aggressions out on other,
Oh, no.
And
He
then
really should.
keep it separate from his dating life.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person that didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.